this time alone can also give the suspects the chance to come up with a plan.
Oh! Trying to escape, nigga. Bro, he trying to escape.
You can't think of anything that would have triggered you to jump on? Nothing.
I would have been like, I can't believe what I did. I don't know what I did. Who did it? I didn't do it. I don't know what the... I would have been in that bitch crying like a bitch, boy. What it is, what it do, it's your boy J-Ski Reacts back with another banger. You already know the vibes, man. Listen, today I got a funny one for y'all, but it should be taken a little serious, because at least we got some type of accountability at the end of the day. But, you know what I mean? I think it's gonna be one of them bangers, though, low-key. When evil cops realize they've been arrested. Now, I already know this is gonna catch mad traction. The comment section gonna be on fire. Before we get into this video, you already know the vibe. Road to 10K subscribers, man. Road to 10K. I can't even believe I'm saying this shit, bro. We was just at like 500 subscribers, got to 800. I ain't believe I could get 1,000, hit 1,000. Appreciate every subscriber. I appreciate everybody who leaves a comment, who shows love, who continuously comes back to the channel and vibes out with your boy. Don't mind the dirty background. You already know what's going on. I'm back and forth. I'm in and out of work. I'm exhausted. It'll be clean this weekend. Give me a few days to handle that, all right? Shout out to everybody leaving a like. Y'all have no idea what it means to me, man. It might not mean much to y'all, but every single time y'all leave a like, it helps me get in the algorithm, helps me get upstairs with them big boys. Hopefully, man, hopefully, I'll be up there soon. Shout out to everybody leaving donations, Cash Apps, PayPals. You already know the vibes, man. As you can see, they go towards the studio, helping me give you better quality content at the end of the day, all right? Make sure y'all hitting them bells. If y'all already subscribed to the channel, make sure y'all hit that bell so you know every single time I drop some fire shit just like this one, all right? So listen, without further ado, I ain't gonna talk y'all head off no more, man. Let's get straight into this video. A1, yeah gang, ski gang. Let's get it in. Let's go.
Look at me, I'm on. 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 Can't stop, keep going.
Corrupt cops are everywhere.
Whoa.
What happens when they actually get caught?
I can't believe what you're telling me.
Here are 5 shocking examples of when evil cops realize they're going to prison.
Damn,
Starting
evil.
out with Detective Michael Neal.
Evil. That's a crazy word. Evil, they evil? Let's see.
Who was found in a hotel room sitting
Evil's
on top
crazy.
of his police chief's dead body. Mike and his chief, Johnny Miller, were away for a conference, and one night the two went out looking for a couple of drinks. But after a long night of drinking, Mike woke up in police custody and was immediately taken to the very same room he'd been interrogating suspects in for the last 10 years.
Oh,
but this time, it wasn't him asking the questions.
So tell me, Mike, you guys flew out of Tulsa?
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City, okay.
Oh.
In Pensacola?
Life about to go upside
Was it
down,
a
bro.
direct flight?
No.
Where'd you guys stop? Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there?
Back to the hotel. That's it.
Mike is keeping all his answers short, which is a good idea in this situation.
Facts.
But it's up for debate whether it's because he knows it's the best move or just because he's still extremely hungover.
Problems,
He tired, yeah.
just,
I don't even think he realized the predicament he's in. Like, nigga, you killed your police chief, bro. Like, he ain't coming back. Like that, nah, he don't understand, bro. He's still hungover. He don't even realize, like, nigga, you fucked up. Your life really about to go from like 0 to 60, boy. Right.
any drinks there or just dining with?
A couple beers.
Was it a early dinner, late dinner, or what?
Pretty early. It was I don't think it was dark yet.
And tell me what you guys did once you got back to the hotel.
That's about it. Just watched a football game. That was a Dallas game starting.
Mike said the night consisted of a football game and a couple beers, but in reality, things went much further than that. Tests revealed that both men's blood alcohol levels were around or above 0.3.
Like, why would you lie?
A level of...
Why would you lie, though? Like, why would you lie here? Like, yeah, we had a bunch of drinks, man. We had a bunch of drinks, and, you know, he started getting pretty, like physical. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you are a cop. Like, you can easily get out of this, bro. At least get out of this with your freedom. Career, probably done. But with the freedom, I don't know, man. I remember we was like, you know, he kept like trying to do this play fight thing, and you know, I was already getting pretty drunk, and I was like, yo, chill. And then I remember He hit me, I went down. That's all I remember. I went down and I woke up in a police car. Boom. Beat the case. Self-defense, maybe. This nigga said, I don't know, yeah, we only had 1 beer. I had 2 beers. Nigga, you know you done.
Of 0.4 is widely considered to be a fatal dose, and 0.3 will likely result in alcohol poisoning, a condition that can lead to death and loss of consciousness. Either way, both men will have been completely out of control of their own emotions and actions, likely leading to the horrifying events that occurred that night.
Do you remember hotel staff or a hotel employee coming up and tell you guys keep it down?
I don't remember that.
So what is the last thing you remember as far as that evening of the football game?
That's wild.
I mean, I know you're asking me questions, but can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Okay, homicide. Who is dead?
Dead.
Dead.
Yes, sir.
I guess I probably don't have anything else to say then.
This nigga ain't even remember that there's a... Oh, he just read the shirt. He said homicide. Who's dead, bro? Y'all niggas got me in a hospital robe with my ass out, sitting on this cold ass chair. Who's dead, bro? Chief's dead. Oh my God, I ain't got shit to say, man. I'm done with this shit.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Mike was initially told he was brought in for a homicide investigation, but only now told that it's his police chief Miller who died. Remember, Mike was so drunk last night that he almost certainly doesn't remember a thing. So knowing how bad his current position is, he decides to invoke his right to silence, telling the cops that he's got nothing else to say. But these are trained detectives, and they're about to put all their years of experience to work.
Mike, you'd be in charge of second-degree murder.
Okay. I had no idea what I was being charged with.
Yeah, you're in charge of second-degree murder, and you're fixing to be booked in the Escambia County Jail with no bond. And we've already notified your wife.
Okay.
And
the victim, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir. Do you have any questions for us?
I mean, I've got 1,000 of them, but I mean, it really does make it.
Well, I mean, sure it does. I mean, if you want to talk, we'll sit here and listen to you talk. I mean, we'd love to know what the heck happened. But I mean, that's up to you. I mean, we'll answer your questions.
No, bro, don't say anything else,
I would love
dickhead.
to know what happened to,
Well, I mean, do you want to continue to talk to us? If you do, then I mean, we'll tell you what happened.
I mean,
Yo, that's a true detective, bro. That is a true detective. I mean, shit. If you're willing to talk, if you're willing to, take back the right to remain silent. I mean, I'll tell you how he died, bro. These niggas is not stupid, bro. Like,
I would like to know what happened. Because I'm telling you, I don't have any memory of any of this shit, and I'm shocked.
You want to continue talking to us?
Yeah, I'll continue to talk. I'd like to know what happened.
The detectives use 2 techniques here to persuade Mike into staying with them.
They want permission.
First, they're reminded of the position he's in, almost threatening him with the punishments he's immediately facing. Then they ask if he has any questions for them. Obviously, given that they know Mike has no recollection of the previous night's events, he'll be scrambling to figure out what happened and if there's any way out of it for him.
Facts.
Imagine you woke up in a jail cell being told you're going to prison for killing your boss while blackout drunk.
Damn.
You do everything you could to piece together.
What rank was he, though?
Mike is now starting to realize that's his only option. Watch how his demeanor changes as he starts to almost join in his own investigation.
I'm trying to get you to figure out what's the last thing you remember.
Mm-hmm.
And if the last thing you remember was watching football, do you remember drinking?
Yeah.
Good. Were you drinking the vodka?
Yeah, I drank some vodka. Yeah.
So, well, the first call came a little bit after 6, I believe. One of the guys that was in the room next to you didn't say you guys were arguing, just being loud, just laughing, yelling, probably. So the next noise complaint came out about 9 minutes till 10. This time he can't get anybody to come to the door. All he hears, he's knocking. He hears just grumbling, grunting, uses his car to get in, is on the ground between the bed and the wall. You are sitting on his chest. His face is beaten. The statement that was given by the second noise complaint could hear a male saying, Mike, stop, Mike, stop. And then it
Oh.
just went quiet.
Mike reiterates that he's got absolutely no memory of this and had no animosity towards Miller at any point. However, he also doesn't show remorse at any point. He just sits there confused and quite obviously only concerned for himself, repeating that he just can't believe what happened. The officers detail a little more about Miller's body and try desperately to get Mike to remember anything at all about the events. But he just sits there in complete disbelief.
I mean, you can't think of anything that would have triggered you to
Yo.
jump on?
Nothing.
I would have been like, I can't believe what I did. I don't know what I did. Who did it? I didn't do it. I don't know what the fuck. I would have been in that bitch crying like a bitch, boy. I don't know who did it. It couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been. I would have been in that bitch. No, hell no. Wasn't me. Investigate more. Investigate more. Second degree? No.
It's nothing. It's,
He locked down in jail, boy.
Anything else? You got any questions for us, Mike, before we get you across the street?
No, I guess I'm getting booked into jail and
Yeah, we're going to get you booked in the jail and put in special housing over there so that you're not back there with the heads and stuff.
right.
And protective custody. You're not going to harm yourself or anything, are you?
No.
Michael Neely was indeed booked into jail and subsequently sentenced to life in prison on account of second-degree murder.
Oh!
But Michael took all this news surprisingly well.
You could get life for second degree? I didn't know that. I didn't know
He
that.
just sat there and accepted his life was basically over, in complete contrast to the corrupt tactics of this police captain.
Bro.
James French was caught drinking and driving and followed home by an officer. What followed was one of the most brazen examples of police corruption ever caught on camera.
Stay in your vehicle. Back in your car.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm still stuck on the last story, bro. Life in prison for a murder like that. They was intoxicated though. I thought, ain't that like a, can't you get out of that? I don't know. I don't know. Can't you get out of that? It wasn't purposely done. They was super, super, super drunk. I don't know, man. Damn.
Drunk?
Captain.
Huh? A what?
Captain.
A what? The big, don't reach in your pocket. Get back in your car. Have a seat.
I will. I'm not.
Bro, he said, I'm a captain immediately. Damn, he looks scary as a bitch.
I just got a ride.
You've been drinking tonight, sir.
I'm a captain on the police department.
What police department?
Oklahoma City.
What division?
Investigations.
How much we had to drink tonight, sir?
Damn. This nigga. Turn the camera off. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. Shit, I respect it though. Get you, I mean, shit.
Huh? I'm turning my camera off.
Bro, he think he
This guy
whispering.
isn't just drunk.
He think he
He's
whispering.
absolutely hammered. Even
Yo.
to the point where he thinks the camera can't hear him whispering. But despite the captain's pleas, the officer refuses to turn off his camera and continues with the investigation.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle.
Damn. This officer said, protect and serve. You could have killed somebody out there tonight. You getting booked, my boy.
You're kidding me. How much we drink?
I ain't gonna lie. That police department gonna hate that officer for the rest of his time. Now he gonna have to transfer, bro. You got the captain there. You got
Sir,
the chief
I was
there.
at a poker game.
Because you're swerving all over. And when you turn up here, you didn't use your signal.
I'm sorry.
How much you drink at your poker game?
Not much.
Not much. How much is not much?
He lie like, why I gotta lie? Look, man, we was having a good time, man. Straight up.
3 or 4.
I got
3
you,
or
man.
4? How long ago was that?
It's been going on a while.
How long ago did you drink your last beer, sir?
What time is it now?
Oh, damn.
0140.
Midnight.
You think you should drive it?
No, but I came from 4 blocks.
Your mom lives here.
I live here.
You live here.
Yes.
Mom? What the fuck you talking about?
Pull her to the rear of your vehicle.
Okay.
You got any weapons or anything on you?
I do not, sir.
Those must have been a strong few beers, as not only was he stumbling over his words, but apparently also swerving across both lanes on his way home. The captain is then searched and told to stand in the open where he's tested on his balance and sobriety.
Hands down by your side, please.
I would have put all my energy into being like, yo.
I want you to follow tip right there without moving your head, okay?
She was good. Bentley? Bentley fire.
Come over here, it's a little more level. I'm gonna demonstrate for you first. While I'm demonstrating, I want you to stand with your feet together, hands down by your side, just like this. All right, sir? What's your name?
Matt French.
Matt French. Mr. French.
Matt French.
When I tell you to begin, okay, I'm just going to demonstrate for you first. I want you to pick a foot of your choosing. It doesn't matter if it's your left or your right foot.
I'm familiar.
And I want you to lift it approximately 6
What the
inches.
fuck he say?
Right foot.
I'm familiar.
And I want you to lift it approximately 6 inches.
That yak got him feeling
You
good.
look at your toe. I want you to count by 1,000. It's 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005.
He about to tip over.
So on and so forth.
He said, all right, nigga, 1,000. Why you couldn't just 1, 2, 3? You got 1,000, 1,000.
Just go ahead and pick your foot back up and continue to count, okay? Do you understand these instructions I've explained to you, Mr. French? You may begin.
The first step. This nigga done lost balance on the very first step. This nigga ought to be ashamed of this goddamn stuff. He crazy as hell. So. Oh, he's still telling him to turn the camera up.
Please.
I know you're aware of our body cam policy. You know I cannot turn on this body cam.
But I'd like to talk to you.
I can't do that, sir.
Please.
Are you going to do the test or not?
Yo, he got his career. He got his career. His marriage. He got his relationship with his kids, his ability to provide. He done fucked up so bad. He done drank so much, drunk driven, to the point where his entire life, his career, his marriage, his relationship with his kids, his relationship with his everything, his bills, the ability to pay bills, he got it in somebody else's hands. This is why I don't drink and drive. I ain't gonna act like I ain't never do it, but this is why I don't do it no more. Because number one, it's hella dangerous. You could kill somebody. And ultimately, you put your future into someone else's hands. I'm not with it. It's already dangerous as fuck driving around with all these nutcases on the road. You think I'm about to put my life and what control I do have in another person's hands, bro? Fuck that shit, bro. No, hell no.
Will you please talk to me?
I'll talk to you once we're
You can
done.
turn it off, you can turn it on.
I can turn it off once I'm done with my investigations.
Okay.
Straight.
I'm a captain on this police department.
I don't care.
Yes, sir.
I get
And I am a
that.
sergeant on this police officer, and
I
I
am
take
not.
an oath to uphold the law.
Straight.
I don't show favoritism to anyone, regardless. I don't care if you're a gangbanger or the president of the United States.
Straight up.
I'm not asking
I ain't gonna lie. All right, he capping with that. Them Secret Service niggas will knock him out. You try to let a police officer try to stop the president's car. Call yourself trying to pull a president over. We gonna see what happens. They gonna kill you. Them Secret Service dudes are gonna kill you. You won't even get to speak to anybody. They will kill you. They will shoot you down and then say they were being followed and they took necessary precautions and took you out. They would take you out, bro. I promise you. It won't be none of this. I don't care if you're the president of the United States or a gangbanger. I respect it. I do respect it. It sounds good, but it's not real. Come on now. Stop playing, man.
If I was to treat you differently than I was to treat like some Southside loco or some pedo, how's that look on me?
Okay.
Straight up.
I'm not asking for that.
Because I wouldn't do that for any of them.
Even as the captain begs him to turn his camera off and just talk, The officer stands his ground and states that he has to treat everyone the same or his job and livelihood could be at risk.
Facts.
He's showing a fantastic amount of integrity that unfortunately we don't get to see too often.
Facts.
Likely due to people like this trying to pull rank. They then continue with the third and final test, involving simply walking heel to toe for 10.
This officer, he ain't got nobody with him on the night shift. It's surprising. There's not another officer. The other dude probably like, nigga, I ain't getting out the car, nigga. You do that. Ain't gonna hate me with you, nigga. I tried to tell him, nigga, back at the station. I tried to tell him, nigga, don't pull him over here, Captain. I told him, nigga, ain't me. I don't blame him, but I mean.
Steps.
All right, anytime you're ready, you may begin.
1, 2, 3.
1,000. Nigga walking regular. He like, nigga, I'm old. I can't put one foot in front of the other. Nigga, I'm old as well. I'm 60-something years old. Nigga, cut me some slack. I'm old, nigga. Damn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He said, fuck it, 8, 9, 10.
Go ahead and turn around for me.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He said, all right, now you dragged it, nigga. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Damn, nigga, like, what you want me to do? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Come on, man.
Yes, I am.
Damn.
Can I talk to you?
Straight.
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back, sir.
He said, can I talk to you, nigga, in the car?
Now that the investigation is concluded and the perp is placed under arrest, the officer turns off his camera and returns the captain to the police department. Not only was he suspended from his position as Oklahoma police captain, but he was also hit with the regular punishments for DUI, likely amounting to a small fine and a few months in jail. A punishment that Stephanie Lazarus makes look...
That wasn't too bad. He was suspended, but I'm sure he got back. Like, I'm pretty sure. Come on now. I'm pretty sure he got back. If he did get back, know what I mean? Internal investigation, they would have definitely said, all right, now, nigga, all right, man, relax now, like.
Absolutely nothing. After decades of investigations, DNA evidence revealed that Stephanie was very likely the culprit of a murder committed in 1986.
Whoa!
Because of the high-stakes nature of the case, the detectives made sure to meticulously plan this interrogation.
Bro, she looks scary, bro.
She was a successful detective herself, and she had recently received recommendations for her good work on a theft case. So the detectives used this and brought her in under the guise that they needed help with a case.
I don't want to talk about this in the squadron because I don't know who people are listening. And if we go to my side, everybody's always wondering what everybody else is doing. Okay.
An interrogation room is a strange place for such a conversation to take place. So to put her mind at ease, detectives told her this was the place they'd least be likely to be overheard, as the case details were strictly confidential. Sherry Rasmussen's body had been found at her home after being shot 3 times.
Damn, she pretty too, bro. Yo, this shit crazy, man.
At the time, police suspected the murder was a result of a burglary gone wrong, but the case went cold when they couldn't identify the suspect. However, 23 years later, when revisiting the case, detectives found evidence that led them towards Stephanie, a girl who had been trapped in a love triangle with Sherry and her...
Listen up, Grant Cardone, Dean Graciosi, and Russell Brunson all agree on something. Our 5 AI...
and her husband, John Rutten. So the detectives decided to bring up John's name to see how she'd react.
Are you guys friends? Close friends?
Yeah, we're very close friends. I mean, what's this all about?
It's a case we're working on. It involves John, and in there's notes and stuff that he knew you and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we were good friends. Lived in the dorms for 2 years.
Was there ever any relationship or anything that developed between you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we dated. You know. I mean, what's this all about?
Well, it's relating to his wife.
Both the detectives and Stephanie have
she's not the wife.
Friendly and relaxed as possible around each other. But Stephanie is obviously starting to get very anxious at this point. Even though the detectives give a somewhat believable excuse, she is now in an interrogation room faced by 2 detectives being questioned about a girl she supposedly murdered 20 years earlier.
Damn,
her breathing
bro.
has become faster, and her language is defensive. And her movements have become more erratic.
Facts.
And you're right.
I mean, if you guys are claiming that I'm a suspect, then, you know, I got a problem with, with that.
Okay.
Okay? So, you know, if you're doing this as an interrogation, you're saying, hey, I'm a suspect. Well, now I got a problem with, you know, now you're accusing me of this? Is that what you're saying?
Nobody said nothing.
Obviously, you know about all the DNA stuff and things of the nature that, you know, gets done on cases nowadays. You know, if we asked you for a DNA swab, would you be willing to give us one?
Well, maybe. Because now I'm thinking I probably need to talk to a lawyer.
Stephanie chooses to provide DNA evidence, hoping her willingness to help out would ultimately prove her innocence. But unfortunately for her, just 5 minutes later, the detectives decide they've heard enough and put her in cuffs. Months later, after a long and arduous trial, a decision was made by the jury.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Stephanie Eileen Lazarus, guilty of the crime of murder.
Damn, her last name Lazarus too?
Find the murder was of the first degree.
Oh, she's done.
27 years in prison.
Oh, she's
after
done.
being hit with a single felony charge of first-degree murder.
She's done.
But to this next cop, Jaylen Fleer, a single felony charge looks like child's play.
I asked, is this something I should have lawyers on?
In April 2020, San Diego police received tips that a man had been engaged.
Yo, 23 years later. Yo, this new technology, I be telling people, stop committing crimes. You're not smarter than these detectives. You're not smarter than the technology we have nowadays. Please, do you and your family a favor. Stop committing crimes, bro. Stop committing crimes. You will get caught. Bro, I'm nervous as hell, my damn self, for a lot of the petty shit I did in the past, bro. And they not even serious crimes. Shit, man, I feel sorry for the dudes that really was out there getting it. Know what I mean? New technology gonna come. Oh, they gonna see, oh, it's digitized. Now, oh, we ain't have the technology before, but now we could really like undigitize dirty trash film now. We could make it 4K. Done. You're done.
With a local child. 2 months of investigation led directly to Jaylen and a mountain of questions that desperately needed answering.
So, I know that I have a lot to delve into, but I really...
It's a big ass folder.
You first, if you don't mind. Okay. So, I'm gonna lean back and get comfortable. Just because... Are you comfortable? Do you want to take off your duty belt?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your upbringing?
Yeah, so... I will ask what this is about.
Yeah, so we're looking into some allegations that were made. We're kind of, it started with a Crime Stopper report, so we're just kind of going from there.
Oh, damn, Crime Stoppers.
We did receive a picture that, you know, when we looked into it, it looked similar to you, so I don't know if you can take a look at the picture and just tell me if you...
Please show us the picture. Please show it to us.
I have like 15 million things here.
You try to have small talk. I have like 15
million. As the allegations are brought up, Jaylen becomes visibly stressed.
Facts.
He leans forward tentatively in his chair, clasps his hands together softly, and clenches his jaw. It's obvious he's worried about whatever he's about to be shown.
I would have been like, please don't look like me. Please don't look like me. Please don't. I would have been begging in my head. I'd have prayed to God, for God, on God. Please, Jesus. Please, on baby Jesus, nigga. Please don't look like me. Please be a black guy. Please be an Indian guy. Like, goddamn.
Detectives have made it clear that he is not currently being detained and is free to leave at any time. However, she is making a noticeable effort to make him feel relaxed, using a bubbly and friendly persona to put him at ease.
So this picture right here.
Yeah, that's definitely me. The gross one.
Okay, so this.
I'm like, that's not me.
How old were you when it was taken?
20.
20?
How old are you now?
That makes it really easy. So as far as like the picture, so this photo came up in connection with some allegations.
He like, fuck that website I was on.
With a younger female on Snapchat.
Communicating.
Is this something I should have lawyers on?
Jaylen is starting to seem more and more stressed. He begins to sway in his chair more and becomes more closed off with his answers. But the pressure he's under now is not...
I mean, come on. Of course they're going to get more stressed, bro. Allegations are coming out now. Like, of course. I mean, I don't think he would have changed. They got to stop doing that shit. Of course he's, like, moving around more stressed. He thinks he's in trouble. Come on. Like, even if I was guilty, I mean, I'd probably react the same way. Like, nigga, get me out of here. I don't want to talk to this bitch.
Compared to what the detective is about to lay on him.
So
he laughing.
Like I said, this photo was sent to this person, so they were in possession of it, and we can't find any connection or reason why this photo would end up with this particular person if it wasn't shared by someone you may know or yourself.
I agree, yeah.
I don't know.
So I don't know why she would share that. So.
Well, along with the photo came.
Hey, the people at Discovery Channel came to me and asked me to do the impossible. Go undercover and show
some additional information about your personal life.
Okay.
And based on some of the information you shared with me today, it seems to add up.
The account that shared the photo and the information was called J178211, a seemingly random selection of numbers, until you realized that 17 was his college baseball jersey number,
82 was the year,
was his high school jersey number, and 2011 was the year he graduated in. If this account was operated by a so-called enemy of Jay, they'd sure done their research.
Jay, I'll be very honest, I want to know the truth.
Yeah, no, I've never even heard of that account.
Okay.
Oh.
Have you ever shared any images of your with anyone?
Yeah.
Come on now. I'd be like, yeah, man, social media, man. These bitches, they flocking. They be flocking me. I'm trying to fuck some. Know what I mean? What's this about, though? Like.
And how many times would you say you've done that?
A lot.
Did you ever share any videos of you having with anyone?
Oh, a minor?
No, I've always had personal videos of being quiet. That was it. And my ex actually had one of them.
Jaylen then rightly decides that he's already answered enough of the detective's questions and asks him for a lawyer. However, unfortunately for him, he's quickly handed a search warrant, allowing the police to seize DNA, his phone, and his car. Police used this to gather a mountain of evidence against Jaylen, and just a few weeks later,
beautiful neighborhood.
turned himself in. Jaylen was charged with 20 felonies, including engaging in lewd acts with children under the age of 14, pandering children under 16, and engaging in the child under the age of 16. A few months later, he was sentenced to 12 years in prison, a fraction of the amount Grant Harden received after a murder investigation led to the shocking discovery of a crime committed over a decade earlier.
Bro, 12 years?
Of murder, but the secret he was hiding would end up making him so desperate, he would try everything he possibly could to escape. On the 23rd of February, James Appleton had pulled into a parking lot on Ganridge Road to take a phone call with his brother-in-law. Suddenly, a loud banging sound was heard over the phone, and the line went dead. A passerby had spotted a white Chevrolet Malibu parked behind James's car that immediately sped away after the loud noise. When the passerby went to check on James, he was lying dead at the wheel with a gunshot wound to the head. Gateway, Arkansas is a small town of 400 people, so the owner
400
was
people?
quickly
Shit.
determined to be Grant Harden,
Everybody
a
know.
50-year-old police officer who had lived in this town his whole life. Later that night, Grant's vehicle was stopped at a police roadblock after taking his family out for dinner, and he was quickly brought in for questioning. But unfortunately for everyone involved, Grant's experience in law enforcement would prove to make this interrogation one of the most excruciating and difficult that Arkansas police had ever had to deal with.
I'm Detective Chamberlain. I know we have James Chamberlain. Did you used to be a police officer somewhere? I recognized you, but I wasn't 100% sure where I knew you from. But somebody said that you used to be a police officer at Gateway or something like that. Okay.
The interrogation begins casually as Detective Chamberlain opens with questions about Grant's career.
He's like,
as
"Oh,
they're
you-
both police officers,
I can help you out,
he assumes
police."
he can strike an immediate middle ground with him, building trust between them and hopefully getting him to relax so he'd give up information easier. A strategy that he'd soon find out had the opposite effect.
Damn.
Grant is then read his rights, but decides this is where he's going to start making it difficult for the detectives.
Here's the thing. I want to talk to you about what you've done today, okay? Can you just take me through when you woke up this morning to when you got stopped by the police out there in, what's the name of that road that you were on? I'm sorry, I'm going to go Gan Ridge?
I'm not going to say anything after I've read those rights yet.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of sickly to what I'm here for and things.
Up until this point, Grant hasn't been told what he's been brought in for. And
So how you read
states that
somebody
he's
their
feeling
rights?
Sickly, given the circumstances he's been put into. Given his disturbing body language, he may also be feeling exposed and somewhat inferior due to being the suspect of a case instead of the detective for the first time in his life.
That's true.
So you don't want to explain
Powerless.
today? Did you? Is there a reason why I'm not?
What was the first thing said? I have the right to remain silent.
Okay. So you're telling me that you don't want to talk to me right now? Okay, cool. Hang tight right here for just a few minutes, okay?
As is normal in a case like this, the detectives leave the room for a few minutes to talk about how they're going to handle the interview. And not only does it give them time to formulate their approach, but it also gives the suspects time alone to worry about what could be going on and form anxiety regarding their situation.
They put you in that bitch for an hour.
Though, it may also give the suspect a moment to collect their thoughts and generate their own story and approach to the interview, putting the detectives on the back foot instead.
By the way, I'm detective coordinator. I think we've met once before.
Okay, so I don't know if I scared you at the beginning or what, but that's why I was trying to, and I can't, you see the position that I'm in, I can't tell you why you're here, but at the same time, I need to rule you out into something. Does that make sense?
When the detectives
trying to rule you out,
they try an obviously different approach. This time attempting to set Grant at ease, stating that they just need to clear him from any wrongdoing. And then he's free to go on his way. Many people would, at least subconsciously, be inclined to open up a little more in an attempt to get out there as soon as possible. But Grant has other ideas.
Would you be willing to talk to me about your day, knowing that I need to rule you out of something, or like I'm just, if you didn't do anything wrong today, you have nothing to worry about?
Yes, I would have liked to before the rights were read. So not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, and you understand as a detective, we read those rights to everybody who comes in here. It's not just you. It happens to everybody that walks through this room and talks to us.
As a former police officer, Grant is fully aware of...
I would have been like, come on now, you know what I'm trying to do. Just answer the questions, man. I'm trying to rule you out. Man. Come on, chill.
All of this. He also knows that staying silent is a right and should not be used against him to imply guilt. So he continues to refuse to answer any questions to try and shake the cops off.
I guess my question is this, knowing what I just told you, I guess if it was me and I was, if I was in your position, I'd be like, hey, James, I did this, or Grant, I did this, I was at, here, and here, and I would just be done with it. But at this point, like, I can't clear you from this because you could still potentially be a suspect. I don't know if I'm not explaining it right or what is going on here.
I just had once the right.
Oh, the first day that we signed up for Monday.com, our department was already able to connect our process.
Rights have been read. It says I have the right to be silent.
Yes. Okay. Just tell me this. I know you were a police officer before, right? You're a police officer in Gateway? It's an easy yes or no.
I'm being silent.
I'm being silent,
nigga. I mean, it doesn't bother me. You're going to continue to be a suspect until I find out otherwise.
Okay.
Unfortunately for the detectives, Grant is exercising perfect form within this interrogation. Refusing to talk greatly hinders the investigation as a whole and completely prevents the detectives from making progress, all while being completely legal. This is why Detective Chamberlain is starting to appear visibly annoyed and decides to take a break from the interrogation, as letting emotions take control in an investigation like this can be extremely dangerous for the detectives. But once again, this time alone can also give the suspects the chance to come up with a plan.
Oh! Trying to escape, nigga?
Hello, I need to go.
You need to go where?
Home or get ready for work in a little bit.
Okay, we'll just have a seat and I'll get it for you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Bro, he trying to escape.
Want to talk to me again? What's going on?
I'm just ready to go.
Okay. I'm not ready for you to go yet, so you're not going to be able to go. I've got other things that I'm doing right now, so.
All right, I was gonna go.
Oh, no, you're not going to go. Okay. Yeah, no, you're not. But I'm same time.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Oddly enough, in many other...
This nigga just told the cops, yo, I'm ready to go. Technically, they only have like a certain amount of time to question you before they say, listen, you're being charged with XYZ. Bro, this nigga got up, checked both doors. He said, all right, I'm ready to go. They had to come in and stop him like, yo, where you going? He said, I'm ready to go. Well, you can't leave, bro. Like, you can't leave. I ain't done with my questions. And he acting a little emotional. That detective being real emotional about it. Bro, you gotta be smart when you deal with people in these cases, bro. You can't let your emotions hinder the progress that y'all having. Like, keep your emotions out of it. I know it's close to the chest because you're dealing with murder and you've seen the body, you've seen the dead person, but you always gotta try to remain humble, chill. You know what I'm saying?
Investigations like this, now is around the time where an officer may attempt to come to a decision regarding the suspect. The interview is obviously at a complete standstill and no progress is being made in any direction. The standard protocol would be to either gather the information needed to charge the suspect for a crime or release them based on a lack of evidence.
Yep.
But whether the detective thinks he can extract more information or if it was an ego-based
it's completely
decision,
up to him.
Grant is told to stay and continue the interrogation. The police then try to take some time to piece together more of the story, talking to witnesses to try and place Grant at the scene of the crime. Despite his silence being perfectly legal and acceptable, it greatly increases the detective's suspicion towards him.
Yep.
Suspicion that's only heightened when Grant's wife says that his only alibi was that she thought he was spreading grass seeds at the time of James's death. All signs point towards Grant.
Damn, she should have shut the fuck
goes
up.
back in for round 3.
She should have shut the fuck
I was
up.
talking to your wife right now. I talked to her a little bit. So I kind of got a timeline of where you were and where you weren't today. We all know what happened, okay? I'm not trying to get you in any trouble. I'm not trying to get her in any trouble. You got a little daughter, who's 16, who needs her parents, okay? I don't know
he's making it free.
You had a problem with this guy for a while, and this was an accident, or you maliciously chased him down, or what happened. But if I don't get your side of the story, I won't ever know. We're writing a book. You got chapter 1, you got chapter 2, and chapter 3. Chapter 1 is
what happened today.
What started out.
Chapter 3 is the outcome.
Chapter 2 is what led up to the incident, and chapter 3 is you telling me about what happened to lead you up to that. I know you went to eat, out tonight. I know what you said at dinner. I know that you went to Lowe's afterwards. I know everything, but I don't know what caused the incident. And if I don't know that, I've got to assume the worst. I'll let you think about it. I'll give you one more chance in a few minutes, and I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I'm not telling you that. Well, what happened? I know, you know.
Oh, he said what happened?
They put you there. They physically ID'd you. The 2 cars that drove by. Look, man, I'm not. I just want to know why it happened. I'm going to sleep good tonight, regardless.
Straight.
I don't think you will.
At the time of the murder, when the 2 cars were parked up beside each other, the man in the white Chevrolet waved the passerby past before the gun was fired.
Oh, it's a murder.
They were able to get a good look at the driver. And unfortunately for Grant, it was Andrew Tillman, another resident of the small town who had known him since he was a child, and was hence able to undoubtedly place him at the scene of the crime as the gun went off. Both Grant and Chamberlain know without a doubt what happened to James, but Grant also knows that his only chance of escaping is to continue to remain silent and pray that they can't gather the evidence they need. The detectives are now forced to try almost anything they can think of to get movement out of Grant, starting with allowing him to see his wife and daughter in hopes that it will invoke some sort of emotional reaction within him and get him to talk.
Your wife's about to leave. She wanted to get you home before she left. Are you good with that?
Okay.
All right, I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you.
Damn.
Unfortunately, even this doesn't work.
This motherfucker cold, boy.
Detective Cordiero.
This dude is fucking cold. This motherfucker is a stone tablet, bro. Like, he's not playing. He's not breaking.
Decides to return alone with a more calm and sympathetic demeanor in a second attempt to build trust with Grant. Often, male suspects are more likely to build a subconscious connection with female detectives due to them often thinking that they're less threatening and more understanding. Realistically,
big weakness.
This is the last option the detectives have.
That's crazy.
Get ready to set my laying down up on that desk, but it's awful hard.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be any more comfortable out there than what you are now. Can you help me understand how I got to this point?
I don't know.
I don't know. Man, I remember being on patrol and running into you down on a call back then. And way back in, I guess almost 3 years now.
Well,
two,
yeah,
something like that. Yeah, something like that.
you guys are always good to help us, help me too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you were always right there, man.
Cordiero opens up with an
He got her.
about how
She got him.
apparently backed her up on a case 3 years
She got him open.
Even though he doesn't necessarily remember it, this will give him the idea that Cordiero will be even more sympathetic and helpful towards him as he's done her a favor in the past. It also allows them to continue reminiscing about their time on the force and the people they've
Get
worked
real
with,
personal.
further strengthening the subconscious bond Grant will be creating.
I just don't understand how we got to this point.
Yeah, me neither.
You're willing to talk? Tell me.
I'm just ready to go to bed.
Oh, blame you. Me too.
Shit.
Me too.
Tell me what the fuck happened before this dude come back up in here.
You just stop.
I was saying, man, if you don't tell me what happened before this dude come back up in here, man, I don't want to deal with this dude anymore, man. Just tell me what happened so I can get this fucking guy off my back, man. What happened? You know I owe you a favor. I don't know how legal that is, but, you know, come on, tell me now before you come back in here and try to use it against you. Straight.
Well, I just have to do those rides. I have to stay. I have to do the ride.
Well, what's the difference?
You know the difference?
Regardless if something happened or not, and if it did,
If you innocent,
if it was
you
an
innocent.
accident, well, tell me. Like, let me help me help you. Like, I want to know what I can do or what happened today to be able to explain it later.
I don't know what happened today. I just need to.
You know, people are gonna have questions. Your family.
I don't have questions.
Well, exactly. So why can't we figure this out?
Yeah, he is not breaking, bro.
Cordiero is making
It's
a
not breaking.
conscious effort to use inclusive language, such as, we will figure this out together. This and her open and expressive body language are both techniques she's using to make Grant feel more relaxed.
What's up, Amani?
And as though he's part of the solution, not the problem. She's also making...
You recording?
Yeah, what's up?
You want to see something nasty?
No, come on, no. No. I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. Ma! I'm starving. I ain't gonna lie. I'm hungry.
You gotta order something.
I know. I'm gonna go DoorDash after this.
Huh?
I'm gonna see what's on DoorDash after this.
I got seeds coming out my butt.
All right, girl, come on, man. That's nasty.
every effort to be nice to Grant in hopes that maybe he'll finally open up to her, or at least give her a way in.
Bad idea,
From the
buddy.
very beginning. I mean, I know you probably slept in because you work 9 to 5.
What the hell is that?
Trust me, I work
So I'm on
9
my
to 5.
damn camera.
I understand how that sleep schedule is.
Yeah, I was sleep's all
So,
messed up.
did you sleep in today? Yeah. I bet you did. You could have got to work tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What time did you get up? Around noon.
Shit, I wish.
What time I got up too.
I would have said shit, I wish.
On TV. Usually that's what I do. I'd eat and watch TV. I'll work myself up a little bit. Anything good?
Same old stuff.
Oh yeah?
On TV.
You watch the same episodes? Or like, do you have a specific TV show you would wake up and watch?
Yo, she's good. She's dangerous.
My wife always has it on the, I can't remember what channel it's called right now. TV.
Yeah, because he's scared.
Oh, okay.
TV lane, watch them old shits.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you what it was about. Your wife like that.
Oh, well, I think she's been watching other stuff. But that,
Wife watching them reality TV shows.
It might
Wife watch Zeus Network.
be about
Turn that nigga shit off.
Finally, Grant is talking, and Cordiero has found her way in. If she can keep the flow of this conversation up, she might be slowly able to extract information from him even without him knowing. Talking about specifics such as TV shows and sleep schedules. Even that could lead to catching him in a lie, and placing him in certain places at certain times. But most importantly, she's building a connection with him and continuing to let him talk, which increases the chance that he either slips up or decides to make it easier on the detectives and answer a question. But predictably,
Damn, I didn't even know rapport is spelled like that. I didn't know rapport was double P with a T. I didn't know it had a T in it. That's crazy.
as Cordiero started asking him to talk about the case again, he shut down once more, refusing to answer any more questions.
Fucking guy's not
staying
playing, bro.
silent.
I think you have a lot to live for. Beautiful family who I've had the privilege of talking to. The way I look at it is you're a man. Men face their mistakes and they own up to them. And they figure out what happened and figure out how to solve it and move on. Like I said,
She's trying to use a masculine man role.
I want you to understand that.
You're not man enough if you don't tell me you killed him. You're not man enough. You're a girl.
Spend my time in here with you, but and that something happened today that needs to be explained. Did you make a mistake today?
Even after reminding him of
Was
his
it a
family,
mistake?
Grant doesn't move.
I would have said, was it a mistake? Was it self-defense? I would have, you know what I mean? Come on, get him to talk somehow. Get him to say a story before the lawyer come and then creates a story for them. At least if she would have got him to say, was it self-defense? Then he could go like, yeah, it was self-defense. At least they know he remembers. He has memory of it. He was lying. He's been lying to us this whole time. He has memory of what's been going on, right? Then she could say, yo, self-defense, all right, cool, thank you. That's all we were trying to get you. That's all we've been trying to get you to say. Now what happened? What happened? Tell me what happened from the beginning to the end so we can get you up out of here, get you home to your family, man. You playing game. See, I'm Detective Skeet, man, I'm telling you.
Inch, again, realizing that his only chance of being let off is to not speak and hope they don't find anything.
I like you, I like this fella that was a detective here. I don't care how to do that and stuff. And I just don't know how to had this happen before. Being brought in and interrogated for something. So, I really don't care, but I just don't know how to be silent and sit over here looking like a jerk.
No, you're not. Honestly, you were far from that. You're very polite.
She crazy.
I appreciate you guys, and I'm just gonna get a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know she tight. She's like, damn, well, he about to open up. I don't mean to be a jerk and be silent. Like, yo, just tell me what happened then, man. Hurry up before that detective come back in. I can't stop it. Once you tell me, I could, you know what I mean?
Obviously something's going on and I need one.
I just want to hear your side of it.
I want to get a lawyer.
After hours of almost pointless back and forth, Grant finally asks for a lawyer, meaning the detectives can no longer question him, and concludes the interrogation.
How much time he
This
gets?
is far from where the story ends.
Yeah.
Between this interrogation and the final court hearing, Grant and his lawyer both realized that there was simply no way he was going to be released scot-free. Not only was there a man at the scene of the crime who all but saw him pull the trigger, people were also starting to realize that he'd actually either been fired or resigned from 3 different police force jobs before becoming the chief of police in his hometown.
Damn.
So on October 16th, 2017, he pleaded guilty to the first-degree murder, but refused to reveal his motive, leaving each member of James Appleton's family without closure to this day.
Like, how you...
However, as Grant was being...
Nah, that's some selfish-ass shit, bro. Like, you pleaded guilty for the murder, but you won't say why you did it? Like, you're going to jail anyway. You're done anyway. The family wants closure. Why not just give it to them? He did it because dad did this or grandpa did this. Like, give it to them. Give them what they want. At least this dude ain't got no fucking remorse, bro. Like, he's crazy, bro.
Prosecuted, a shocking revelation was made that turned him, a murderer, into a senseless monster of a human being.
Yeah, hell yeah.
As his DNA was being taken, they realized it was already in the system under an unknown name for a crime committed almost 20 years ago.
Whoa!
In November of 1997, a teacher at Frank Tillery Elementary School went to the teacher's lounge bathroom only to be met by a man brandishing a gun that forced her into a stall. The man then turned and fled, taking care not to touch anything or leave evidence behind, except for the he left on her clothes. Local police did everything they could to identify the perp.
Damn, look at the car.
After 20 months of effort, the investigation went cold until 20 years later when Grant Harden's DNA was found to be a perfect match. And because Rogers police had obtained a John Doe warrant back in 2003, allowing them to arrest an unknown suspect and bypass the statute of limitations, he was hit with the 14-year sentence for his on top of the 21 years for the murder of James Appleton.
He's done.
And as such, Grant Harden was sentenced to 35 years in prison, meaning that he'll likely live out the rest of his life behind bars.
Bro, how is that not life? How did he not get life? He literally pled guilty. He pled guilty for first degree. And 20 years before, he R-worded somebody. He put a gun to somebody and... Yo, come on now. They be giving them chances, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You know, I ain't all that race stuff. But white people, y'all, come on, man. That privilege shit, that shit crazy, dog. He only got 30-something years for brutally R-wording somebody, a female, at gunpoint. At gunpoint. and first-degree murder. I know dudes that go down for 60 years for first degree, bro, or second degree. That's crazy. Shit, man, I ain't gonna lie, that was super spicy, like not sexy spicy, disgusting, crazy, scary spicy, because you don't really understand and realize what type of monsters in human form are really out there, bro. End of the video. This was a super long one. I ain't even expect to do no 40-minute video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, or if it was too long, I'm trying to get down to the 8-minute, 10-minute, 12-minute type videos, you know what I'm saying? If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We on the road to 10K, just hit 3K. Make sure y'all hitting the bell as well, so you know every single time I drop a 5 video just like this one. Leave a like, please. It really helps me get in the algorithm and get noticed on YouTube. All right, get up there with the big boys. So listen, without further ado, this is the end of the video, man. See y'all in the next one. Peace. JC Reacts, Ski Gang, Yak Gang, day 1. See y'all later, man. Peace.
Look at me, I'm on. Look at me, I'm on. Look at me, I'm on.